We're going to switch gears and we're going to talk about the winningest football team in this town. And they are 13-2. They are on top of the division. They are the conference champions. They have home field advantage throughout the playoffs. They are from the Philadelphia Soul. James Romain and Dwayne Hollis. How are you guys? Welcome in, man.
What's going on, fellas?
All good, man. All good. The Del State product is here, man.
Yes.
What's it like, man? It's got to feel fantastic to be 13-2, but it's still knowing your coach, insisting that the team stay focused, stay on point, not lose a sense of direction.
Yeah, you know, Coach Dozell, he expects nothing but perfection from us. So 13-2 season is right now is not enough for him. He wants the big prize, the ring. So, you know, coming off a 9-9 season last year, he's happy about the record, but he feels still unfinished business.
Now, the team went through an incredible transition, and we've talked about we've talked about it here. You know, similar to the Philadelphia Eagles, the team moved a lot of veterans. They moved a lot of talent. They brought a lot of new players onto the roster. The gentleman sitting to your right is a new player to the Philadelphia. So, what was that like, James? What was that like for inside the locker room?
You know, I'm a real social media guy, so just reading the blogs and everything and seeing what people were saying that we were going to have a rebuilding year, it's going to be a process year, and, you know, just seeing the negativity. So, you know, as a player, you don't want to get that in your mind. So you think about the talent that's coming in, you know, with the departures of the Derrick Rosses and the Tiger Jones and the Larry Brackens. You know, those guys
big names
those
in this
guys
town.
are considered vets and top-tier names in arena football. So with guys coming in like Dwayne Hollis to replace, and me replacing the Rayshawn Cousins, and, you know, Ryan McDaniels and the Marco Thomases. You know, them guys, they came in and definitely filled the shoes of them guys who left.
Dwayne Hollis, rookie DB, on the Soul, part of the ride right now, 13-2. Philadelphia is certainly a new city and a new experience for you, Dwayne. What's it been like for you along for the ride?
Man, it's been great, man. Practice has been great. I got James over here I look up to. You know, we watch a lot of film together. He's getting me acclimated to the game, and we're winning, man.
Now you talk about the new chemistry. I mean, you know, it almost sounds like a lot like what the Eagles are going through. You know, from a layperson's point of view, it's like throwing a bunch of ingredients into, like, you know, a blender and seeing what comes out.
Yeah.
You know, as new guys come in, how are they going to fill the shoes of the other guys? Is somebody, like, for example, somebody could be extremely talented, but they may not have the heart of somebody going across the middle.
Yeah.
So, you know, to profile somebody's one thing. When you get them in the locker room and those intangibles start to kick in, that's when you know you got something good. At what point this year did you guys realize, okay, this thing could actually work?
Actually, it started in camp. You know, coming into camp, we knew we had a good team. We just didn't know how everything was going to mesh. So just like a recipe, you add a little bit of sugar, add a little bit of spice, you add a little bit of tang.
You'll put a little honey in there.
A little bit of honey, little bit of honey, you know.
And pepper. This is going in the wrong direction.
But everything, at the end of the day, it mixes up, you know. And with anything, you just have to believe in a system.
Right.
So when you believe in the system, and Coach Dozell is a great guy, Coach Sting and Coach Bogle, them guys know how to talk within the players and know their players to speak to them, to get them to understand what's going on within the organization. So, you know, it's not just about what's done on the field, it's done off the field, how them guys carry themselves as men. So I think we have a good set of guys just in the locker room. You know, a lot of leadership, no egos in the locker room. Nobody think they're better than everybody.
Right.
You know, nobody has a ring within our locker room, and everybody's searching for that ring. You know, we've been there 2 times within the past 4 years, and, you know, we won it. We won it. So I think everybody believes.
Been to the Arena Bowl 2 times.
Yeah, 2.
And have lost in the Arena Bowl.
Twice.
So they've gotten to the championship and then in your grasp and then watched the slip away.
Now, James, you said you're a proponent of social media.
Yeah.
And I just want to know, like, if you use, like, Twitter a lot, and does it ever get to you or bother you, or even mean tweets? Like, will you ever print it out, stick it on your wall for motivation? How do you use the Twitter? And
I love the mean tweets, and, you know, what people say hate. I love it because it gives me the fuel I need to be great. You know, I like when people try to put me down and say I can't do this, because I just rise above all adversity. So, you know, I get a lot of love on social media, though, because, you know, I feel I'm a good guy, and I interact with the fans pretty well. So, you know, I really don't get a lot of hate. A lot of people love me. So.
I got a female fans. Is that what you're talking about? No comment?
No comment. We ain't gonna speak on that.
Dwayne Hollis and James Romain are our live guests as we come to you on Fans Interference. We're talking Soul football. Soul 13-2 in control, Dwayne, and playoff or home field advantage throughout the playoffs. And at any given moment, at any given point in time, you could slip. Do you think about that? Do you prepare differently because of that? How do you go into a game mentally when you're this close to winning it all?
Well, I just go into the same way. All our teammates, we just hate losing. Anything. We're pretty competitive. We compete on and off the field, as we'll compete on the field like one-on-ones, you know, doing Skelly and things like that team. And then off the field, you know, we play games. We want to win, you know. Then we do things like if you lose, you have to do 10 on-call push-ups or something like that.
Pay for dinner.
Yeah, things like that. So as competitors at the professional level, you just don't want to lose anything.
Well, we do the same thing here. You know, if somebody makes a bad point, they got to buy everybody dinner.
Yeah.
I did it one time. I had to supersize everybody. I'm the man of class here. And again, we were a lost group until Nicky Williams came on the show, and that's where the chemistry. That's what took us up to the next level.
In fact, your ums have been better lately.
My what?
So your meter. So.
Spencer, that's enough. That's enough from
into Florida this week. What's it going to be?
I feel we have a good game plan going on against Jacksonville. You know, they have vets like Tiger Jones and Joe Hills and Rodriguez.
Tiger wants to win that football game, no doubt.
And he's leading the league in receiving right now. So, you know, I know Tiger's going to come out with something. You know, a couple dances here and there, a couple celebrations, and you know, Tiger he's going to go down as a Hall of Famer in this league. So, you know, every play you have to strap up and, you know, put your A game against Tiger.
I don't know if it was a year or two. I don't know if it was last year. It may have been the year before. With the team going into the Arena Bowl, Tiger got the call, signed a contract with the Eagles. Was it 2 years ago? Maybe 3 years ago, maybe.
It was 2012.
3 years ago. Thank you very much, Bernie. 3 years ago, on the verge of competing in the Arena Bowl, Tiger Jones, one of the all-time great receivers, gets the call and inks a contract to play or to go to camp with the Eagles, and has to make a decision between competing for the Arena Bowl championship or going to play. Following your dream to make it to the NFL. Some people I remember said, why would he do that? But why wouldn't he do that?
Why wouldn't you? I mean, growing up, Arena Football League is a great league. You know, it gives guys like me an outlet to follow their dream and do what they want for a living. But the NFL is the National Football League, and it stands for not for long. So why not try to get in there and stay not for long? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So if you get the opportunity to go and step up, why not take it?
Speaking of the NFL, what players did you really look up to when you were younger? Who really, I guess, gave you that hunger to play to play football as a profession?
I'll say offense. I'll say Peter Warrick.
Yeah.
Florida State. I felt he was like one of the most elusive guys in college football. To me, in my eyes, he's one of the best to ever play the game. And defensive back-wise, a lot of people, I'm going to get a lot of criticism about this, but Charles Woodson, I feel he's the best all time. Better than Deion Sanders. I feel Deion is the most elusive, exciting, but as overall production, Charles Woodson.
Dwayne?
Well, growing up, I played Little League. I played for the Patriots, so I started watching the Patriots a lot. You know,
part of Patriot Nation.
Yeah, you know.
See, the exit's right over there.
He's going on the Gronk cruise, I guess, next year, right?
But my favorite DB was Ty Law. I like Ty Law. He picked off Peyton Manning a lot.
Oh, boy. Who can forget that snow game, right?
Yeah.
Where Peyton was just all flustered because of Law and Rodney Harrison. That was
terrible.
And then on offense, I like Michael Vick. He was elusive, and he's from my area. So
now, guys, we talk about the speed of arena ball. I mean, you know, as a wide receiver, you know, you got the running start, and as a D-back, we've had some of the guys on the show. You know, how difficult is it when you're playing cornerback? and you got this guy running at you to 10-yard head start. How do you defend something like that?
A lot of people don't give us our credit as DBs playing in arena football. It's a tough deal playing somebody running at you full speed.
I think it's the toughest position on the field.
It definitely is. And they don't give us credit for that. They say it's the quarterback. It's an offense-driven league. You got to be good on offense, but to play the high safety position in arena football is like you're going against all odds. Everything is against you. Like you're built to. That position is built for you to give up plays. Like I said, it's an offense-driven league. So basically, you have to be sound at technique. You have to keep your inside. You got to be good with your leverage. You got to have great instincts. If you don't have great instincts, you'll get beat 9 times out of 10 in this league.
Do you guys have to have like amnesia, or do you guys have to forget a lot because offenses are putting up these numbers that are just uncanny in pretty much any other football league?
Yeah, DBs, we live by next play. So if you get scored on, it's the next play. Can't think about it. Because if you think about it, you're going to be like, oh, this guy scored on me. Now you start to thinking, and you got everything going in your head, and that's when DBs start to stop their feet.
I personally don't know how they couldn't give you more credit when the receiver is running 10. He's got a 10-yard head start hitting the ground. And let's face it, as a D-back, you're in coverage. What are you going to do? Start sprinting, and then he cuts across the middle?
I mean, just in football, period, people love seeing points put up on the scoreboard. So DBs, we really don't get a lot of credit. I mean, everybody gets hyped when we catch interceptions and everything.
Well, we're going to give you a lot of credit right here. It's going to start right now.
Dwayne Hollis and James Romain visiting with us. Let's go to the other side of the ball real quick. Your quarterback is having a monster.
Oh, man.
I mean, a monster year. Dan Radeball is just lighting it up like he has never lit it up before.
And he's so humble. I tell him, there's some cockiness going, some swag. He'd be like, no, one game at a time, bro. One game at a time. I'm like, dang, you're having an MVP type season. He'd be like, no, one game at a time. I'm just trying to get the ring. I'd be like, man, you better go out there and tell people who you are. You Dan Radeball. I got 4,000 yards passing. I'm going to throw for 100 touchdowns. And I only got 8 interceptions.
And that's a career in the NFL.
So you're trying to teach him a dance.
Yeah. I'm trying to get him like me. I talk a lot on the field. So of course.
In your position, you have to, right?
Yeah, you got to. I got to let my name know. My name's James Romain. You ain't gonna disrespect me on the field.
Well, Dan Radeball has been to 2 Arena Bowls and he's come up flat.
It's a team sport, so you can't blame him. It's everybody. So. And
by flat meaning it's one thing to get there, it's another to win it.
They say defense wins championships, so you got to put the blame on the defense.
That's what Raheem Brock says.
The offense gonna do their job of putting up the points when they can, but at the end of the day, it's who defense shines better. You know what I'm saying? So if our defense is giving up less points than their defense, 9 times out of 10, we're gonna win the game.
We're visiting with Dwayne Hollis and James Romain. Shout out on Periscope as we're streaming live on Periscope tonight. Find Me Philly. Is that what it is, LeVar? Got that? A shout out. Thanks for listening in on Periscope as we streamed you from down at McFadden's at the ballpark. It's fans interference on a Thursday night. The Soul on the road in Jacksonville for the weekend before returning home, I think next week, right?
No, we have a bye week.
Bye weeks. Okay, bye week, and then you come home
to New Orleans
to the Voodoo. So always, despite the record, always a dangerous team.
Yeah, Voodoo always plays good. I don't know how, but
what is how optimistic is the team? 14-2, unbelievable.
13-2 right now.
I'm sorry,
14-2 after Saturday.
I'm a little ahead of myself, but I still mean 14-2.
14-2, I take it.
But my question is, having an unbelievable season, and here in Philly, we live and die football, as you well know. And the Soul is the only football team that's won a championship back in 1960. And so,
that long?
Yeah, Joe remembers. He was about 40 then. I'm just kidding. But my question is, how optimistic is the team that you can get this? That you can go all the way?
We have a great chance. Who don't we have? We have defense, we have offense, we have special teams.
Well, you don't have me, and I'm available.
And also, you'll take a pay cut?
I will take a pay cut.
Got a phenomenal coaching staff.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Besides the players, we have the best coaching staff in all of the league. We have Coach Sting. He was the defensive player of the year in this league. We have Coach Dozell, who was to me, the best quarterback that ever played his game, and that they did the top 50 all the time, and he was number 3, so he definitely knows what he's talking about with the game. And we have Coach Bogle, who played with in the NFL for a few years and also played in this league. So these guys know what they're talking about with football. So all you got to do is buy into the system, like I said earlier, and they're going to put you in the right spot to make plays. It's up to you to make plays with your athleticism. So.
You're selling, we're buying. Dwayne Hollis and James Romain. Well done, guys. Good luck this weekend in Jacksonville as the Philadelphia Soul at 13-2 rolling into the playoffs, and hopefully they get an opportunity to host the Arena Bowl, which, as we said, James, would be really, really spectacular to have an opportunity to win it all, to win the Foster Cup and win it all in front of the hometown crowd.
See you guys.
All right, that's good stuff.
Follow me on Instagram, 25GetLive. Or you could just type in James Romain. Follow me on Facebook also.
All right, give him some Twitter. Dwayne, following you, what?
Follow me on Hollis_Island on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram.
Hollis Island, baby.
Hollis Island.
Just like Revis Island, right?
Hold on. You guys are single, right? You want to... I'm just kidding. I'm not.
All right.
Hey, my lady might be listening.
Okay.
Well done, guys. Thank you very much. We're going to take our final break. We're going to take our final break of the 2-hour show. Stick around. We'll have closing remarks when we come back.